Well, hello there, and welcome back to another channel update slash mini podcast thingamabob. I guess still don't have a name for this thing. But yeah, in this video, I would like to talk about some of the potential upcoming games and current games that I want to cover on the channel. So first off, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for the amazing support lately, as always. It's been such a great journey so far, and currently we're sitting at a 131 subscribers, which is super amazing, and I just can't be more happy about it. And I'm hoping to kind of reach 200 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that would be such an amazing milestone to reach, so that we can keep on building this amazing community. And yeah, thank you guys again so much, and let's get into the video. Alright, so first off, this has been way too long overdue, but I would like to apologize first about the sudden disappearance of Ark Survival Evolved. And the main reason for that being is that I simply just got burned out on the game and I couldn't bring myself to record anything about it. And I think people were able to pick up on it by how quickly the viewer count kind of dipped. So yeah, it kind of sucks, so sorry about that. And the second reason being as I couldn't afford hosting a server anymore, which is something I will talk about more later. I was planning on recording one last episode trying to finish the Manticore boss fight, but with so much being left to do, I wasn't able to get that done in time, unfortunately. So we did end up losing the world, but that's okay. So, Ark Survival was ended. Will I play it? The simple answer for that is yes, definitely. I'm super excited for it, but when that is going to happen, I'm not sure yet, because as it turns out, my PC is not even close to the minimum required specs to run it, unfortunately, so it does seem it's about time to upgrade my poor PC, which has been suffering to most of my games for so long, which has been way overdue as well. But unfortunately, currently I am unemployed because of like both mental and physical health issues. But I don't want to go into too much detail about it because that is not the focus of this video. But rest assured, I am working hard on getting the things I need to be able to run it at least decently. And if it all works out, I do think sometime early on next year I will be able to start the series for it. So I did see the trailer when it came out on the Xbox Showcase live stream thingy. And I've been able to watch a little bit of Syntech playing it lately. And I gotta say, I'm very much impressed with it. The main thing I'm excited about most is the building changes. I love the way the material looks and the new like building shapes and stuff. Except for the greenhouse class, I have no clue what they were thinking with that, but that's alright, we can't win them all. But other than that, I'm super happy with it, since they actually added more shapes, and some of them were really needed, like horizontal beams, quarter walls, and sloped ceilings, and all that stuff, and many other things that can really help taking building to the next level. And there are many quality of life improvements they added too, which is really nice, like wireless power and irrigation. But sadly, that did come with its own issues, which I'm sure they will be addressed eventually. And the things that stood out to me the most were that now baby dinos will be roaming around in the world. You can actually tame them by either killing the parent or taming the parent, and it will let you imprint on a child, which is a really nice addition to the game and helps a lot with the immersion, which I'm all about, of course. And also there's kind of a photo mode now, which I'm super excited to test out, and it may actually help me making the series more cinematic, which is something I've always wanted for the channel, but still need a lot of practice messing around with it before I can actually commit fully to that. And the next thing I want to talk about is the graphics, and oh boy. It does look really amazing, and I'm very pleased with how it looks now with the Unreal Engine upgrade. My only real criticism about it is that it is with how orange it looks, if that makes sense. Like when I say that, I am talking about like the terrain and the rocks across the map. And as far as I can tell, there are no like gray tinted rocks or terrain. So to me that feels like they kind of just copy pasted the terrain all around, which I get. And in some ways it does make sense, since for the most part it's a very warm and tropical climate. But with the lack of variety, it does make it seem all the same, which makes me worried about the upcoming DLC maps and like how they're going to tackle that. But I suppose we'll see, since they still have plenty of time to work on that. And we can probably expect to see any of that sometime around late into the next year, so they got plenty of time. But besides that, I'm very much looking forward to playing it, and I think I will do much better with keeping the series going, since I'm going to be playing it without mods and mostly vanilla settings, like for example, no increased XP gain, and I will turn up the gathering slightly, but at most maybe only like 0.5. Taming and breeding will be turned up too, because I simply don't have time to babysit creatures for hours and hours at a time. I never really liked that part of the game because it doesn't really add any overall gameplay or progression in my opinion. And one last thing I'd like to mention before we move on to other topics is that they actually removed the movement speed instead entirely, which is pretty interesting to me, and in some ways I kinda like the idea. But I do think there's an option to still turn it on if you really wanted to. And if not, there's probably like a mod for it. But yeah, I think it's definitely something I really would like to test out. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the next upcoming series on the channel. With Grounded slowly coming to an end, unfortunately, I think it's time to start working on the next big game. And I have a choice between 3 games at the moment. Number 1 is Conan Exiles. Number 2 is Smallands. And number 3 possibly is going back to Sons of the Forest. Now all of these 3 games have a lot of potential, and I think I will make a post with a poll to see what games you guys prefer. Personally, I'm leaning towards Conan Exiles the most, since both Smallands and Sons of the Forest are still in early access and are still going to add major content. And I do really like the Conan Exiles combat, especially with the latest update. I think it's what is it called again? Something with war. I forgot. Well, yeah, that game is getting a lot of love lately, so it's definitely worth checking out. And Smallands still has a lot of potential as well, since I think they announced the release date here pretty soon. Like, I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere in November, or if anything, early December. So yeah, definitely gotta go check that out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Alright, so let's talk about another upcoming game that I'm very much looking forward to, and that is Enshrouded, which is a game I kind of forgot about or didn't really see how much potential it had. I did have it on my wishlist, but I never really paid too much attention to it, since it was among many and many other games that I wishlisted on Steam. Well, recently it came out with a demo, which I didn't realize until it was too late, sadly. But a couple days ago I was able to watch a video from Neebs Gaming, and I'm very impressed with the game. Kinda looks like a good mix of between Breath of the Wild and Valheim, which seems like a really amazing combo, and from what I could tell, the building is also very impressive. Like a nice solid medieval style building, which I'm all about. And there is a lot of exploration and a pretty nice combat system. Very action-adventure-like, or as people like to call it, Souls-like. Which has always been silly to me, but it does help explain it a lot. So yeah, there's not really much else to say about it, since I don't have a lot of information about it. I did watch a trailer, and it really looks amazing. But yeah, since I haven't played the demo yet, I still cannot judge really well what to expect from the game. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to testing it out, and hopefully it will release soon here, so we can actually start playing it and see how much potential the game has. Alright, so let's talk about Minecraft for a little bit. I'm definitely really enjoying the game quite a lot, and being able to be more creative when it comes to building is so much fun. And even though the views aren't as good as I thought it would be, it will be alright, because I will keep on going making videos on it, as it's one of the things I really always wanted to have on the channel. And my goal is to keep the series going as long as I can, and if I do end up needing a break from it, I will keep going back to the same world and kind of do like a YouTuber Ito does. He's like one of the OG Minecraft players. And he has like the series going on for like forever pretty much. And I kind of want the same thing, where I would just make videos every once in a while and work on some of the projects and stuff that I got going. But also I am kind of tempted to switch to a hardcore world, as it seems to be more popular than just regular Minecraft. Like, I see channels that just started like blow up overnight because of that. So it's definitely tempting, but as I already died on my 3rd Minecraft episode in the series, I don't really have a lot of confidence that I will make it far into the series. But maybe you guys can let me know what you think, and I will definitely keep considering it. And the last thing I want to talk about is Grounded and the upcoming update for it. So as you guys may or may not know, there's a new update coming out here pretty soon. I think it's actually on Monday the 13th of November, which is just a couple days as of the time that I'm recording this episode. And as far as I can tell, sadly, they didn't really add a lot of content when it comes to survival. It's mainly focused on creative, and they actually added a new creative mode that lets you even use in-game assets like the baseball, for example. And you can just place things anywhere in the world, which is pretty cool, I guess. But for me personally, I don't really have much interest in that kind of stuff. But one thing they did add, which for some reason they didn't really showcase at all, is more building pieces, like quarter walls and half walls and ceilings and a bunch of stuff, which will definitely bring the building to the next level, which I'm super excited about, because it's something that I always really wanted to have in the game. So even as the series ends, I will probably end up making a few build videos here and there when I'm feeling like extra creative. Because you can add so much details to builds now, and it would be a shame not to be able to play around with it until the next series. So yeah, in the next episode, the update should have released. So I'm definitely going to either make a new building somewhere or work on existing buildings and see if I can add anything cool to it. So yeah, once again, I am super excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little update. I'm still new to this kind of podcast kind of style of videos, but I'm looking forward to do more of these because I feel like it's a nice way to connect with you guys, and it makes it easier to let you guys catch up on what's been going on and the future plans for this channel. So yeah, stay awesome, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.